So you guys think Blueface beat Chrisean up or what?
They're toxic and they go through all type of shit. And I know what happens when that liquor is involved. Mother black out.
So this is how the scenario goes. She posts on her story and basically said that Blueface beat the dog shit out of her, yada, 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 and has like a busted up face and everything. And like, I think that you could even hear in the video of him telling her like, nobody gives a shut up. Your lips are only good for sucking. And then like, but then it comes out later, she makes another video announcing, actually, I threw myself out of a fucking moving car and that's why my face got all fucked up and everything like that. So it's like both situations seem possible. Like I definitely, I guess, could see him like getting into a physical fight with her and then that just being how it went. And I also could see her throwing herself out of a car and then lying about it and saying that he beat her up when he didn't. I could really either see both.
Yeah,
both
but
of
that's
those.
like
on some drunk shit.
That's like the cliche abuse victim thing to say, like, no, I got this black guy from falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
But let's be real. You can't play that abuse victim thing when you're openly on camera socking this nigga multiple times
For
and shit
sure.
like that. You can't
I
do
feel
that.
less sympathy for her
Yeah.
if she actually is a victim of domestic abuse here than I feel for almost any other woman in the same situation, because it's just so obvious that this is a toxic relationship. This is why I never had any strong feelings about the Johnny Depp thing. Like, you seem like you were both fucked up people in a relationship, abusing each other and hurting each other. And it's hard for me to really like look at this guy as a monster when it seems like you both get down this way. Like Blueface and Chrisean, obviously them laying their hands on each other is not a part of the relationship. It's not enough for them to walk away from the relationship.
Yeah,
if I laid my hands on my girl one time, I guarantee that either we're breaking up or we're in fucking therapy the next week, because realistically she's just not going to deal with that. They're in a different type of relationship. I have a really hard time looking at him as a monster or thinking like I seen a really viral tweet of people saying, oh, that the TV show that they're doing shouldn't come out because this is glorifying abusive relationships.
people are gonna
that might be fair, but don't put it on him.
They're gonna watch it, but as soon as somebody shits on the bed, it's over. Take it from Johnny Depp. You know what I'm saying? No, but on some real shit, it's like we're seeing the bad effects of this fucking relationship happen in real time. And if it continues like this, it's not going to end well.
Right.
And I don't think that this show is going to restore any hope in the relationship that I've already not had.
Yeah.
But I'm going to watch it.
Man, people are getting canceled for a lot less, but at this point, considering the nature of Blueface's fan base, is he even cancelable? Like, is it gonna really affect him to that degree if he like?
I don't think so. I don't even think
faces
he's
backlash.
He's not even moving around as if that's a possibility, because okay, at one point the Daily Beast put out this whole article about Blueface's house and his reality show, and about how the girls are beating each other up, and about how terrible it was, and how the girls are getting hurt. Whatever. Basically, a huge effort to cancel him. A, you had to pay to access this on their site, so I never read it. But B, you never heard a fucking whisper about it, right? I never heard shit about this. He exists in his own world. He's doing his own thing. I don't feel like there's nobody to tell him that he's not allowed to be in a domestic abusive relationship.
If you're not like super corporate, you don't have to worry about them things in today's times.
But even then, he had that boxing match, which is not like the most corporate thing, and that shit got taken away just because of him getting into a fight where you actually did see him being abusive, I guess you could say, to her. You know, that was enough to get him removed from that boxing match, which is not the most corporate thing. I don't know. They probably had some corporate sponsors maybe who wanted them pulled from it. I'm not sure how quick they were to make that decision. Because if I'm doing a boxing match and Blueface gets in a fight with his girl beforehand, fucking whatever, bro. I already knew this was your image before you got into this, that you guys be doing that, right?
Yeah, but you know, in today's times that everything's so cancelable, you don't even. I can see motherfuckers like we don't even want to associate ourselves with that, because so many people get offended, and you don't know who you're going to offend and what the ramifications of that shit's going to be.
If people get triggered by it, and then it's a wrap. Like, the thing is though,
who knows how much pressure they had on him?
It's you know, even if you're a perpetrator of abuse, that doesn't mean that you can't be a victim as well.
Right.
So even if she is responsible for her part of it, like you said, it's just an overall toxic situation.
I would love to see Blueface in the place in his life that he could be in a nice, boring relationship where he doesn't have to be involved with this kind of crazy shit. But I mean, he keeps coming back to it. Why? I don't know. The first couple times that I said anything bad about her on camera, I felt like, oh man, I'm gonna see Blueface and he's gonna know that I said this. At this point, it's just like we've like dismissed their relationship and talked about how it was bad for him so many times when we thought that he was actually done with her.
Was she at the house when we went there?
That was the first thing that happened. Remember, I walked in and I said something about her tooth.
Oh,
And then she said she was going to
that is
fuck me
true.
up right away.
Yeah.
And then right away, somebody from Blueface's crew had to basically tell her, like, nah, like, don't say that to him or some shit, because she was wilding right away.
I
And
forgot.
that's for sure before he was even fucking with her, like, sexually or anything. Because he denied forever that he was hooking up with her.
At what point, how many tattoos of you would a bitch have to get before you're like disgusted by her? At a
I'm
certain
not gonna be
point?
disgusted. I'm like, well, at least I know that you're down for me.
If my girl got my face tattooed on her throat, I would be looking at her like the biggest idiot walking the face of the planet. What the hell are you thinking?
Go get 2 more.
That's like you wouldn't get turned off at a certain point.
It depends. The fighting shit, I'm not with that stuff. So that'd have been the end of that.
Well, what
for
about
me.
just a little AD tattoo? I mean, that's cute.
You can
right?
get a little AD
Or
tattoo,
a little
but-
cute tattoo I could see. I
Get 2 or
personally,
3.
I forbid my girl from getting tattoos when I go over there. I'm like, you just don't do it, please. Don't try to be like me.
You don't got linen nowhere on you?
Nah.
You don't plan on it?
I've thought about it.
Bro, I have a graveyard of fucking bitches' names like all over my body.
My first baby mama was the only woman I got tatted.
Why you got a death metal hoodie on?
We got this in
You look like you're at a Cannibal Corpse concert.
we got this in Boston.
Oh, that says laced, right? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I forget that
Shout out
just
to Lace.
everybody's merch looks like Cannibal Corpse merch these days.
No, but I have my first baby mama's name on me, and it's replaced with the Batman logo now.
You should get your iPod covered up with an iPhone 14. Damn. Bro.
Then it's gonna be old back then, so I'm gonna have to switch it again.
Nah, that's the originator. And think about it like this: the term podcast comes from iPod, right? You feel me? Like that's
I'm
like,
keeping it.
Come on.
The phone doesn't even look like anything at this point.
No, it
just
doesn't.
looks the same as it's looked for
I
like
can fast
7
forward.
years.
I mean, the thing in the middle is
Yeah,
different.
because it's black
'Cause
and
I
has a
got the-
dial. He has like a colored iPod too.
Damn.
That's harsh. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Blueface thing, it's just like at this point, I don't know. Myself personally, I've totally checked out on paying attention to this, besides when it spills over into the blogs, when there's like a big messy update. I'm not going to watch the show realistically unless it's like so popular that I just have to. I think it's on the Zeus network. So I think that's why that they basically are not willing to get canceled, because probably the Zeus network doesn't have to answer to as many higher ups as like fucking
Zeus and Network has some of the craziest shows now.
Really? Like reality show shit?
Yeah.
Really?
They got the Baddies South. They got the one with the gay guys. They be fighting and shit. They got it's just like the wildest, ratchetest shit.
Basically, Bad Girls Club walked so these shows could fly.
Basically.
Did you know that Fubu has their own television network now as well?
I did not know that.
For
For Us
real?
by Us?
Yeah.
Or are you thinking of Tubi?
No, I'm not. Because Fubu was tagging me on Instagram, being like, "Look at Adam in this clip, realizing that Fubu has a network."
That's crazy.
I forget who told me about it.
That's fire though.
Yeah,
I was ruffling feathers in the FUBU back in the day. I ain't even gonna hold you.
you were rocking Fubu,
What?
bro. One day Yuri came in wearing
FUBU
Fubu, and he
Platinum.
didn't know
You
what it
know
stood
what I'm-
for.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.